Welcome back to the Father and Son News Show here on RadioFire.com.
Wild in the studio today. Wow.
Don McKay in here alongside my father. How you doing, Dad?
Good. We got a new producer, man, and it's distracting.
I see you.
Yeah, I mean,
You're a stuttering Steven.
oh yeah. Stuttering Steven.
Right. So this first time we've had this happen. My mother is behind the board. So
Oh yeah.
Dad, stay on track.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Don't go back to a nice day in the 70s.
1973, 1972.
Glad to be here with father and son.
Oh wow, she cracked the mic. So a lot of things in the news going on, and I kind of want to freestyle this a little bit. A few different topics that I want to get to.
Right on.
The presidential race, as far as the Democratic side, has taken shape.
Like you said it was.
Yeah, it's taking shape. We're down to, there are more than 10 hopefuls out there, but 10 really have a chance. I guess they're on the debate stage coming up September 12th, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so, of the 10 that are remaining, anybody stick out to you? I think I know who the ticket's going to be now.
Whoa. That's a $64,000 question.
But what, anybody stick out for you? Anybody stick out for you before I reveal who I think the ticket is going to be?
I'm not going to say who I think the ticket is going to be. I'll tell you who I like best so far.
Has it changed?
No.
Who?
I like de Blasio. And
is he on the stage? Is he going to be on the stage?
They say he's getting less than 1% of the vote.
I was not expecting that. What do you mean you like de Blasio? As in the mayor?
Yeah, as the mayor of New York. Because he's the only one that can fight this guy. Everybody else is all nice. I mean, you got to be able to fight. I like a fight. I was in New York last week and I was talking to somebody having dinner, and lady said, it was a white lady. She said,
"Is she related to us?"
Take the fifth. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, definitely.
What did she say?
No, I'm just saying it because she's probably gonna be listening.
Okay. Well, I mean, tell us. What did she say?
Okay. No, she said that she liked. She voted for the mayor twice. She didn't like it. The second time, she said she voted for him.
Okay.
But she said she understood why I said I liked him because he was a fighter. He could fight with Donald.
Okay.
The other guys. I mean, she liked
Marianne Williamson?
No.
Okay.
She like Pocahontas. I can't even think
Don't
of her
call
name.
her Pocahontas. Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren. I would keep her. I would hold on to that name. And when I talked to Donald Trump, I said I'm Pocahontas, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Pink man. You know what I mean? But anyway, she said that she didn't. Warren was her selection.
Yeah.
But I like de Blasio.
Well, can you have a second selection? Because de Blasio is not going to do it.
Okay. No, I don't.
Okay.
So I have to wait.
I'm surprised that you like de Blasio.
I like a fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get you on that, but it's
they're
just...
gonna talk about healthcare. The guy that they're gonna debate, he ain't gonna talk about healthcare. He gonna say, "I am healthcare." And shut up. I mean, you gotta. They're gonna say, "Shut up." What is? I mean, they can't deal with him. They're incapable.
Well, I hear you. It's when it comes down to Trump and the eventual Democratic nominee, the conversation is going to be very, very light on policy. That is true.
Maybe that guy in what's the guy who ran?
But in order to get through this process, getting to the general, there's a different strategy.
Okay, it doesn't have to be. I think that the Democrat should be, every time they get up there, this is about knocking this man off.
Yeah.
You ain't a problem. Okay, you ain't a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the man in office. The people going to respond to it. I'm talking about the man in office. That's the one we're trying to get rid of. I'll take care of everything when I get in office. We'll take care of health care. We'll take care. He is.
You're the only one that can fix it. That sounds like what he said.
Yeah, well.
He said, I alone can fix it.
Out of this group, I would be talking. Say, out of this group, I would say. I say, who you want? What's the guy who lost to Hillary last year with the old man? What's his name?
I don't think he lost to Hillary. I think they took the rug from Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
He took the rug from under him.
Bernie Sanders is going to beat Donald Trump? No.
Okay. All right. So let's run down. Let's run down the list. Okay. So Marianne Williamson, a very likely person. She's not on the stage either. But
okay.
So we ain't got to worry about her. All right. Let's go. Amy Klobuchar.
I thought she just left. Oh, that wasn't her. She's been going on Fox. She's not gonna be able to.
Okay, so you're not. Yeah, so she's a.
She's
you know. So okay, all right. Cory Booker.
Cory Booker, nice guy. As my wife would say, tall, but he ain't gonna make it.
He's no Obama.
No, he's no Obama. I know Obama. He's no Obama.
That sounds like, who said that? Was it the governor? Was it the governor?
Said, I knew Jack Kennedy. You're no Jack Kennedy. that was Bush's, the first Bush's running mate. Not running mate, but vice president.
Yeah.
Whatever his name was. See, nobody even knows his name. Our producer will look it
up. Pete Buttigieg.
Pete Buttigieg. He gonna get a good vote from. I mean, you know, he'll get he got a good contention, and he's gonna run again.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's young.
Yeah, he's 37.
He's young.
But he's not gonna win this one. And
is he Elton John's pick?
Without a doubt.
Right. And so we talked about Bernie Sanders, and you got information?
Lloyd Bentsen.
Okay.
Those famous words that he said to Bush's vice president. What is his name?
Quayle.
Yeah.
Dan Quayle.
What the hell, Quayle? Yeah, he said to Quayle, he said, I know Jack Kennedy. You're no Jack Kennedy.
During the 1988 vice presidential debate.
I remember that. But here's the sad thing about that whole thing. Benson did not know Jack Kennedy. That came out later. He really did? No. He didn't know Jack Kennedy. He was a little boy back then.
Yeah, I don't think he meant it literally. I think he meant it figuratively.
Well, everybody thought he meant it literally.
Okay.
I thought he did.
Yeah. So also Joe Biden.
What they cooking?
I muted the sound, so I have to. You have to take it off. So Joe Biden.
He can't beat Donald Trump.
Okay. Elizabeth Warren.
I like Elizabeth Warren's feistiness and.
She's got a plan for that.
And how they say it in Europe, her effervescentness.
Is that what they say?
Yeah. Well, I just made that up. I like Donald Trump. But I was listening to somebody speak the other day, and they made a good point. They said they never thought that sexism was more ingrained in America than racism. Because the guy said, because I ain't never thought that Obama was going to be able to beat her. But sexism was stronger than racism. So I don't think that America is going to vote for a woman.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to vote not for president. I don't think they will.
All right. So I guess that goes without saying about Kamala Harris then.
And she's a dark-skinned woman. I don't think they'll vote for her. You know, I like her, but
who's this they you speak of?
The collective America.
But they voted for President Obama.
He's a man. I said sexism is even.
All right, so here's another man, Andrew Yang.
Is that the one who want? He want to give me. How much money he want to give me?
$1,000.
I can use extra $1,000 a month. You know, but he's not gonna make it either.
Yeah, the libertarians won't vote for him.
If he brought it up to maybe 5,000, he might get more votes. But I don't think he'll make it either.
Speaking of don't think they're gonna make it, Beto O'Rourke. What are your thoughts on him?
Too soft.
Yeah.
He's soft. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say he's softer than the other guy.
What guy? Buttigieg?
Buttigieg.
Let me tell you this. I think Pete Buttigieg could kick Beto O'Rourke's keister. Castro. Julian Castro. What do you think about him?
No, from the beginning, I like Julio Castro. I like him. You know what I mean? But, but
Julian.
America,
You call him Julio.
America is not, they're not ready. And he's too nice. These people are nice people, okay? This is rough times we're living in. These are dangerous times. We got to have somebody dangerous. You know what I mean?
So,
they
and
gonna
I've heard people use that, rationale. But you don't you need the proper foil when they're mean? Don't you usually go nice?
No, and remember, I'm the one who kept saying yes 2 years ago that Obama's wife was correct.
Yeah.
When they go low, we got to go high. But here's the thing, and you do, but you got to be right and strong with it. That's why De Blasio. He's got the personality to do it.
Yes.
Okay, whether he can do it,
He can.
And he's 6'5". He said I'm taller than him anyway. You know what I mean? And
you love boxing. Let's use a boxing. Let's use a boxing.
I like
okay,
fighting.
let's use a boxing analogy.
Fighting.
Okay, so
I'm from Detroit.
The boxer is throwing a body punch, right? Right.
Right.
The counter punch should be to the face. True. Or you saying he should throw a body punch? If you get hit with a body punch, what's the punch that you should throw?
Well, you can't say that. It depends
So
on how.
or headshot. So you're agreeing it's a headshot, uppercut, something like that. It's not another body shot.
It might be.
You see where I'm going? It's the opposite of what they just threw. If they threw that body shot,
I'm glad you said that. I see where you're going because I did.
Okay. Okay. So when the fighter throws a body shot, he's now open for an uppercut.
Okay. He throws a body shot. Okay. Right.
Uppercut.
Okay.
Boom. He gave you his chin.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
He's not open for a body shot because you got to reach over his. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the uppercut. So it's the right punch combination, and
But
I think
on the same token, the punch that knocks people out is what? The one that they don't see or they don't expect is coming.
right.
So I don't know. I mean,
Practical. So the thing is, and this is also a point. When the person throws that knockout punch, they are at their most vulnerable point. Mm-hmm. Also, so it could be over for them as well if they get hit at the right moment.
Right.
And I think that the moment that we're in, as dark as it's been, I think that Trump's vulnerability is showing itself, and it's going to actually be his own doing,
right,
which is this stuff with China.
Mm-hmm.
The economy is going to be what undoes him.
Right, I agree.
After everything is said and done,
mm-hmm,
the right punch coming now with this economy, because the problem that Trump's going to have with this economy is that it's going to be in China's hands what happens.
mm-hmm,
And they have control, and their leader, he got a long term ahead. His term is as long as he lives. Mm-hmm. So he can wait this out.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
And get Trump out. And this economy goes bad.
Hey,
Trump, schmall, it's not going to matter.
I agree. I mean, I thought every week I talk about that Rick Wilson's book. I mean, everything Trump touches dies. And I mean, the airline
Steaks.
I think the only thing he sells is water, and his
golf
the
courses.
Airlines. Oh, I said the airlines.
Yeah.
Oh, the casinos. Oh my God.
So that takes us full circle. So with the economy being shaky, people being nervous, the voting bloc remembers the recession of 12 years ago. That's clear in their memory, but it's been way worse than that previously. But that was a shakeup, you know what I mean, for some people. I think that the Democrats are going to present Biden and Warren.
Maybe.
Look, it's not exciting. It's not exciting at all.
Yeah.
But if that's because Democrats are safe. They got to go with
Okay,
the
now
safe
let me
bet.
ask you this.
I don't.
Let me
That's
ask-
who I think they're going
let
to
me
end up
ask you
with.
this. They say that who is the backbone of the Democratic Party?
The backbone. Backbone to me is President Obama.
No. The voting population.
Oh, black women.
Okay, or black people. They gonna disappoint y'all. Okay, they ain't gonna stand in line for Biden and Pocahontas. I can't think of his name. Warren.
Elizabeth Warren.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna do it. I think that's a bad ticket.
Yeah, I don't think that.
I think the stronger ticket is Biden and Harris.
I think here's my problem with that ticket. I like
Biden,
that ticket.
but
I like that ticket.
I don't like
but
Biden at the top,
I don't like Biden at the top either. But I think of these 10 hopefuls that are going to be on the Democratic debate September the 12th.
And
Those
see,
are the finalists
De
to me.
Blasio not on there.
No, he didn't make the he didn't make the cut.
He didn't make it.
And also hurting De Blasio, no one would pick him up in their cabinet either.
Well, I'm not. I don't need him in the cabinet. He needs to be running for president. Because I tell you why. Because
You would want him running the country?
I like him running the country better than the guy who's running it now. And the thing is that
You would vote
Biden.
for De Blasio?
yeah,
For mayor? Would you vote for him for mayor?
I vote for. I'm saying I would vote for him for president over the man we
But
got
you wouldn't
now.
vote for him for mayor.
I'll vote for president over Donald Trump. And
Tell me
but,
one.
how can
Tell me
Biden-
one policy, anything that you like about De Blasio, aside from the fact that he's 6'5" and he's from New York. What else do you like about him?
And that his wife is black.
Okay.
His wife looks like
there you have. Well, Donald Trump's dated some black women.
yeah, but he didn't marry one.
That's true. He was
Okay.
already married.
He should have married a black woman. I mean, De Blasio is a fighter. I mean, the economy, like as he said, the New York economy has gone up since he's been in office.
Yes.
I saw him on Hannity, and Hannity was trying to talk about Mayor Dinkins.
Sean Hannity, Fox News.
Yes.
Yep.
Talking about Mayor Dinkins, that
David Dinkins.
David Dinkins,
Yep.
that it was Giuliani that got the crime down, and then
They try to give him that credit.
Yeah, and then De Blasio said, "Wrong." He said it was David Dinkins that started it all, my friend. No, he said my brother. Okay, and he said it was
You
David
like
Dinkins.
that?
Yeah,
you
I like
really
that.
like that.
And he said it was David Dinkins.
What did
He said,
Hannity say to that?
I mean, I like David Dinkins, a nice guy, but I don't. He said, "Well, I'm talking facts. You're just talking about what you like." You know what I mean? That's what you Republicans do. Just talk. You know what I mean? I'm talking facts. The rest of that crew, they're not gonna talk like that.
Yeah.
Trump won't even come to a debate with Biden. He said, "I'm not debating a guy like that." Biden, he's Biden. I mean, he'll talk about it and people say, they'll laugh. Man, you got to fight this guy. Well, you know how they say, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. That's
Yeah.
how he feels. I made
Trump.
it in New York, yeah. I can do anything. And De Blasio has got the same kind of mentality. And Biden, come on. Biden will say, come on, folks. He didn't show up, so yeah.
Yeah, those things that you're saying is true. Here's the problem with the De Blasio Trump matchup, which I don't like, because here's why Trump wins that De Blasio Trump matchup every day of the week.
Wow.
Unfortunately, in this system, Trump has charisma. De Blasio has zero charisma. So you have two obnoxious people. One has charisma, one is just dry.
I think
And Trump has more charisma, so he'll win. He'll have one-liners, dingers, stingers.
No, Blasio got one.
He got some one-liners because you're gonna need some one-liners.
And they're both very similar to me. You know, except he's not as crazy as Trump. Trump is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. You
That's
guys,
true.
he's talking about in the news today. This is Friday, December the whatever. No, December, August the 30th.
He's crazy.
Yeah. He said,
Just so people know, there's a calendar sitting right in front of him. It's August, Dad. Come on.
And
Come on.
He's saying he's saying that
Who's
President Donald Trump, he should be extended a little longer as president because he has been going through difficult times with the FBI, and he says, and they're corrupt. And I mean, this guy.
But that's the charisma part. That's actually funny.
That's nutty.
It's funny though. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm just joking, unless you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? He just threw it out there.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Usually, this show is not as comical as it is today.
Absolutely.
It's never been like this, and
No,
I think that the producer,
it hasn't been because you weren't trying to impress her. You know what I mean?
the producer.
Yes. But I got a secret for you.
What?
You already got her. You don't have to impress her. She's leaving with you.
Is that
You're trying to say jokes like, I'm trying to be extra funny.
it must be because I don't know what's wrong with me.
Did he have jokes like this in the 70s?
Absolutely.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
He's like, did you hear the one about Tricky Dick? That's Richard Nixon for you young people. But I think that we need the foil. I think that two people playing the dozens back and forth, the American public is going to go with the one that is more famous. If you do that scenario, if you got the two obnoxious rich white guys, they're going to go with the one that they know the most and is the funniest.
But
So
you
we
already
need the
said
sympathetic
earlier that
figure.
The economy was going to get him down.
Yeah, it's going to
So
get him down.
he won't
But
have-
is De Blasio going to be?
Okay.
I mean, I see.
Well, maybe Elizabeth Warren could do a better job.
I mean, better job as far as managing the economy.
No, it's not a matter. The job is getting him out of office. The economy the country will work. You need to get him out.
Yes.
Healthcare, we're gonna work. If I was running, we're gonna get healthcare. We're gonna get it together.
Now,
Okay,
I do
that's
think
how
that
he
we're
ran.
giving him a lot of credit, but the incumbent has an advantage normally, right? But let's look at
He's got
history.
a record, though.
Let's look at history. When Reagan was running against Jimmy Carter, Carter was the incumbent. Reagan was more famous. He had charisma. He was an actor. You know what I mean? He had all those things going for him. And Jimmy Carter also was a difficult economy. You were talking about a recession. There was a recession going on, at least.
It was a horrible economy.
Yeah, the economy, you had the hostages. Yeah, I mean, everything was going wrong. Anything that could go wrong was going wrong.
Right.
And it went wrong.
And he had a sweater on.
That can hurt.
He never wore a suit. He had a sweater on.
But you know the philosophy. He got bad advice, but he thought that I could seem
trying to get
more.
down.
Yeah, I'm trying to be more, appealing.
Like
What was the guy? What was the guy that we watched in the morning to put his shoes on, and sang the song?
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Rogers?
Mr.
Yeah.
Rogers, yeah. So it's like I'm trying to go with that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Everybody likes Mr. Rogers, and he's trying to go with the.
Everybody.
To
He
save
done,
energy. He was trying to save energy. He wanted
that
to
it?
conserve. Yes.
yeah. But I didn't realize he did come off very much like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. Everybody liked Mr. Rogers.
And see, but
He didn't have
But for a
puppets.
leader, people want a leader to be strong and to look up to. Well, I want to be like that. And that's another thing that Trump has going for him. But that's what Ronald Reagan. He was sharp. He had suits on, and he was, like you said, he was an actor.
Now I specifically pointed to him and
him being Mr. Rogers.
him being Jimmy Carter. Now let's go forward for a second. Let's go to Ford. When Ford technically was the incumbent and he ran and Jimmy Carter came. Okay? Why did people pick Jimmy Carter, the unknown, versus Dad?
I know why.
Why?
Nobody voted for Ford to be president.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
absolutely.
elected, and then he saved his predecessor.
Absolutely. That did him in there.
And then he tripped on the steps coming down the plane.
That was funny. I've seen the replays of that. I missed it live. But so
Wife was an alcoholic.
wow, that's not his fault. You
no.
gotta say she drove him to drink. No, you know what he said about this. When I met her, she was drinking.
He said what?
When I met her, she was drinking. Maybe that was Bobby Brown. Never mind. Okay, so maybe that's Bobby talking about Whitney.
We have never been this. I mean, we never been this. It's been a funny show.
So going back to the final one-termer in recent memory, and that is George Bush Sr. Okay, he was a one-timer, right?
Yeah.
Why did George Bush Sr., being the incumbent, he'd been the vice president for 8 years. Mm-hmm. He had been pulling strings behind the scenes, the CIA and all kind of stuff for years. He was a Washington elite by way of Texas.
Right.
Why is it that Clinton was able to come in and knock him off?
Let me tell you why.
And I don't think there's one answer. I think it's probably two.
No, it's one answer.
Okay.
One answer. And he's dead. He just died recently.
No, that's not the only answer.
Yes, it is. He got 21% of the vote. All of that vote would have went to the Republicans.
Okay, so you're talking about Ross Perot.
He would have all that vote would have went to the Republicans.
So you are saying that Ross Perot, which Bush did not like Ross Perot. They were not friends. But so you think that he bit into him that much? He split it, but it came from him.
Hey, listen, that much. The last presidential election was lost. What's the white lady who went over to Russia with the gray hair?
The Green Party candidate.
The Green Party.
Yeah.
They lost it for Hillary. She lost it for Hillary. Hillary lost it because you know how many votes she got? They got.
Yeah, but where though?
She got in
the popular vote is just part of it. The electoral math is really what does it.
Yeah,
so she
yeah.
did not have a factor in electoral math.
If you look at it, the same thing with 2000 election with Bush and Gore.
Yeah.
And
Florida.
yeah, but we had a third party in there. He's run about 3 or 4 times. His name will lose me. The Labor guy.
So you think he took it from Gore?
Yes. Yeah.
So you don't think it was the bag of votes that they found underneath something in Florida? You think it was?
Man, they stole it, but I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been a contest if what was his name? The third party. He's run about 3 times for president, and the Labor Party and Labor Party. But yeah, Ross Perot took that. Clinton would not have been president. And then another thing that George Bush did in that debate, I think it was the last debate they had, he did like this. Looked at his watch. Whoa, that was. They played that over and over again. Like American people said, he bored at this debate.
Yeah, but you can spin that to say like you weren't talking about nothing.
Yeah,
You wasn't no challenge.
they
You wasn't no challenge. I had other things to do than
Right.
to sit here and talk
Right.
to you.
But I'm just saying the way it was spent. They
didn't spin it well for
They
him.
didn't spin it, no. But Ross
And then,
Perot,
but also economy. I guess they keep saying this economy stupid, but read my lips, no new taxes hurt him too.
right.
But all of that aside, I think what I thought you were going to say was the charisma of Clinton and Ross Perot. But what no charisma from Clinton?
Charisma, yeah, he had charisma, but that wouldn't have got him the presidency if Ross Perot had been in there.
Mom, what do you think about Ross Perot? Did you vote for him?
No,
Do you know anybody that voted for him?
do not. You talking about Ron Paul?
Ron Paul, no.
Because
This is
he
before.
fits
Ron Paul didn't run into he ran. This is before 2000 election with 2000, and he ran in the 98 elections.
You talking about a Republican?
He's not a Republican.
Oh, no.
Independent. He was an independent. He's run a couple times. When you
No,
say
but the guy that's
when you
no,
hear
used
the
to be
name,
with
you don't
Nixon.
know
The
him.
guy that used to be with Nixon.
No, not Nixon. No. When you hear the name, y'all gonna immediately say, "Oh yeah." Everybody knows the name.
You talking about Pat Buchanan?
No.
Because he ran.
Yeah, he didn't get no votes.
No, he didn't. Thankfully. But at the end of the day, when it seems like we're going to get another 4 years of Trump, I think that is going to work out the way it's supposed to work out.
Yeah, well, all along I thought it would. Hopefully, the American people will come up. And if everything is fair, I don't think he can beat any of those people.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that the Russians are not having impact on the elections more so than what they like to the media likes to project.
Right.
You know that they literally controlling some of those votes.
Right.
Click.
Have you seen some of those reports out of some of those cities where they're trying to vote for one candidate, but it won't let them vote for that candidate?
Right. I've heard that.
This is in some small towns, and this has happened. So they say if they have 3 machines and one machine was only letting people
vote for that
a specific candidate. Yeah, yeah, and
Ralph Nader.
Ralph Nader.
Ralph Nader. Yes. Okay.
Ralph Nader came. Ralph Nader in 2000. He took a lot of votes away from Gore. A lot. Now he's different than Ross Perot. Those votes that went for Nader would have went to Al Gore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you, and you know the name when you hear it. I saw him a couple weeks ago.
So what? So do you think somebody like Steyer or De Blasio could be a spoiler, or run an independent?
No, they're gonna have somebody that's gonna come
on
out.
both sides.
No, I don't think. I think it's gonna be
a disgruntled Democrat.
Yeah, against the Democrats, and Trump is gonna be so arrogant the way he's gonna run his campaign that it's gonna throw those Democrats off because they're gonna look for a traditional. Come on, let's debate, or like the guys who stick and move. Come on, stand up and fight. And
Rocky.
Yes, and I don't think they can handle it. But I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
America, pray for me to be wrong.
So I think that I don't like the 10-person debate.
Yeah.
And even though ABC is doing a 3-hour extravaganza, so they're not going to do 2 nights. They're going to do 1 night, 10 candidates, 3 hours. I still think that until this gets down to about 4 or 5 people, we're not going to really be able to follow what's going on. It's going to, you know what I mean?
I hope nobody falls out. If Elizabeth Warren, from lack of water, she just falls at the podium. 3 hours.
Yeah, that would.
Because you got to be, that's mental strain. People, the world is watching you, and and you can't even drink water wrong. You remember the boy from Florida, who was the senator from Florida, who was running. What was his name, Rubio, and he. 3 hours.
Did that lose him?
Yeah, because he was.
What was it? I always like talking about this. What was the guy? Was he from California? It was like, this is years ago, and he was like, "Yeah," it was just kind of weird.
Yeah, that's Howard Dean. Howard Dean. And just those words. What the hell is that about? Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, they said, he's out of here. Get this guy out of here. He's through. and Trump can stand up in front of these people and mock a handicapped person, and they don't mind. This is horrible.
Yeah,
horrible. Where's the decency?
Kamala, she has that prosecutor background, but I think there's a couple things that work against her, and I like her, but there's a couple things that work against her, and I think that because she has that prosecutor background, that for some strange reason, it makes some black people just mistrust her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and some black people are just dumb. They got dumb black people, you got dumb white people.
You're saying she's trustworthy?
I think her law enforcement background is an aid to her. And it should be, and it's just.
But this goes back to the relationship that a lot of people in the inner city have with the police.
Yeah, but
it's not the inner city's fault.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't make any sense. It's just like them talking against the guy that's trying to get the football.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Stupid. They're stupid people. Okay? I mean,
Is Kaepernick stupid?
no. I mean,
You don't think so?
no.
Okay.
Absolutely
Sorry, I
not.
just wanted to confirm that.
No.
We haven't had a chance to talk about it, so let's go there a second before we leave.
The people who are talking against...
Let's go to Kaepernick. Let's go with Kaepernick for a second. Here's the problem I have with Kaepernick. And let me say, I like Kaepernick's girlfriend. I do. I like her.
I don't know. What's her name?
Nessa.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so she's in New York radio. She's the one speaking for him.
Never seen her before.
Yeah,
Never
she's
heard.
light-skinned girl. I'll show you a picture of her.
I mean,
Anyway, regardless, it's neither here nor there. I have a major problem with Kaepernick. Here's my problem with Kaepernick. Okay, you need to speak. Okay, because other people are speaking for you, and this does not do you any justice. Because the message that he sends when he does say stuff via social media is that unless he has a job, then everything's not right. Nothing's not right. Okay. He brought awareness to police brutality because of kneeling. I personally think he threw a dart on the board. No, he threw a dart on the wall and then drew the bullseye around it after the fact. Let's look at Kaepernick specifically. He was on the bench. He was having trouble in San Francisco. He was getting ready to get cut anyway. So he started kneeling as a defiant thing. Like, I'm sitting on the bench. Nobody's paying me no attention anyway. So it's like a child. You know what I mean? Being disruptive. You know, Mom, you're a teacher. You know about these things. You see children. You know what I'm saying, right? Potential and all of that. But he's not.
You've been going to the White House. You've been watching the news.
But listen. So he starts kneeling. Well, correction, he starts sitting during the national anthem. First, before he was kneeling, he was sitting. Then he spoke with someone in the armed services. They said sitting is disrespectful. You can kneel. So he started kneeling. Now he's talking in the locker room. That why are you kneeling? And he says to bring awareness to the mistreatment, police brutality, and all of these noble subjects. Okay? So then other people start doing it. A movement is started. And in the midst of this movement, he gets cut, which was going to happen anyway. He wasn't happy over there. They weren't happy with him. Now, all of this stuff happening. The whole thing goes. He doesn't get picked up by another team. You have the grievance. He takes money for the grievance. All that kind of stuff. Boom. In this whole 3-year process, he has never said, okay, I brought awareness. Now we should do this. What's the next step? All you do is just bring awareness, bring awareness.
Can a brother talk?
Newsflash, Kaepernick, we were already aware. We already knew. Let's talk about solutions. Please, I'm sorry, I ranted. Go ahead.
First of all, we want the man to be something that the man is a football player. Okay.
So play football.
Okay.
Don't get in the political arena if you can't. You can't be an activist with no activism.
You know, my wife says to me all the time.
Shut up.
No. Yeah, she says that too. God didn't give nobody everything. Yeah. I mean, he can't be a quarterback.
She definitely says that.
Leader of a black movement. Now you said now that you made us even more aware of it. Now give us a solution too. He got to do everything. I mean he's only a half. What is he? He's not even all black, is he? Right. Not that has anything to do with it. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
So you're saying he gets a pass because of what?
No, he don't get a pass. I think
you just gave him a pass.
I think he's doing a phenomenal job.
Of what?
And it's even better that he doesn't talk because you know why?
Because he can't talk.
Have you heard him talk?
Yes.
Sheila,
I've heard him in the locker room. I heard him do interviews.
No. I heard him give a speech one time. He sounded like a white guy. I thought it was a white guy.
That's why he shouldn't talk.
Okay, maybe you're right. But let me tell you, it was a great speech, and I told you about it. But I don't know if you heard it.
No, you told me about it.
You didn't hear it. If you heard it, you would change your mind because
I don't think so.
Sheila, you got to pull that speech up.
Don't do it now.
Not now. But I mean, you got to look at it. This guy was phenomenal. Okay.
Kaepernick.
Yes. And I thought I was a white guy. I said that's a white guy.
Who's your favorite singer of all time?
I don't have a favorite singer.
Of all time?
don't have a favorite singer. I don't have a favorite anything except your mother.
Singer though, that.
I can't think.
You have a favorite song?
Well, Michael Jackson, I think, was a great entertainer.
So that's your favorite?
No, I think he was a great entertainer. I don't have a favorite.
Okay.
I don't know how to. I would.
Maybe it's better that you did because I was gonna poke a hole in it. I was gonna say, oh, that's why you think that Kaepernick, whoever it was, I was gonna say, but I like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, okay, here's a guy. Okay, I would say, give me my job back. I mean, because what did they? We jumping on the man.
We should.
What about we should. What
Yes.
about the team, the people who won't hire him because?
They don't have to.
Okay.
So this is the thing, Dad. Me, you, Mom.
Okay.
Me, you, Mom.
My son has been in the news media too long.
Listen, Dad, come on. Me, you, Mom, Shauna, Shanae. We own all stake in a football team, right? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Whoever we decide is our team is the team. Okay. I don't care about public pressure. We don't care about what people say.
Okay.
Who we decide is the thing.
Okay.
And if someone, no matter skill, if we don't, you taught me this, if we don't like them, we're not gonna hire them.
Right.
If they're bringing us irritation, if they're doing stuff to rile up our fans, listen. Right. It's nothing personal. We're not gonna hire him.
It's strictly business.
And listen, and nobody on the outside could make. Can you make her do anything she doesn't want to do?
It depends on how much money is involved.
Okay, right. All right, that's fine. But if Mom, I think on something like this would
she has more integrity than I do. I mean,
she
I
would
could
lean.
be bought.
She
okay,
would
I
lean.
got a price.
She would lean more on the progressive side of that, right? I think she would. But
what's the progressive side of that?
She would lean
more
to hiring Kaepernick. I think.
Okay.
I would say that I would lean against hiring Kaepernick.
We had to chain you up.
Now, Shauna, I think, would lean more towards where I am.
Okay.
I think Shanae would lean more to hiring Kaepernick. So then it would come down to you, right? I think that all the football structures are set up similarly. They're white people or whatever nationality they are, but you have people that are, some of them are leaning more towards yes, some are leaning more towards no. Whoever's the oldest is probably, or the loudest. In this scenario, that's you or both. So I'm just saying they got somebody, and then that's how you have it. Mm-hmm. We don't, at the end of the day, we don't need the hassle. We don't need this, and you know what I mean? It's just, right? Mm-hmm. I think he should have waited until he got hired on another team under a new contract before he started all this stuff. Because why would we hire you now? You know what I mean? He's not as smart as you give him credit for, because once you got a guaranteed contract, now you can do your activism stuff. But when you got a great sign for one, now it's not the time to start doing crazy stuff.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying about him.
Is he smart or is he not smart?
Player. I mean, he ain't. You know, okay. This is the next plan, fellas. I mean, he ain't got a plan. He didn't even know he was gonna get.
You can't have it both ways. So if that's the case, then why are we even following him?
Who's following him? I mean, the guy want to get a job.
Why did people turn? Why did you had a whole community of NFL watchers who wanted to boycott because he didn't have a job?
Right.
Well, he didn't have a job because he didn't play his cards right.
All right. Well, I'm not going to debate that. You know why? Because we're on the air, and I don't want to be against my son like that.
We can have opposites. See, listen. When Daniel Cormier got knocked out, I was sad. You was happy.
I'm at the car.
You don't like. I'm glad you did it.
I'm at the car.
You like the fact, because I would have said, you would have said Daniel Cormier got knocked out. I said, but Dad, it was my white guy. You would have said, I don't care. I don't even care this time.
I wanted him to win. Okay, now
you wanted who to win?
I wanted Cormier to win.
So John Jones could knock him out.
Yeah. For the third time. Did you see how he looked in that corner with his eyes crossed?
Well, listen, let me just say something. Cormier knocked that guy out before he knocked him out. He knocked him out last year. Right. So, okay. And he did it in the first round.
And how is he, 41?
41.
I mean, he needs to let it go. And
he got to come back one more fight.
They want him to fight Jones.
No, he need to get
Rumble Johnson is coming back.
Who?
Rumble Johnson. He's good. He lost to Cormier, too. But
you mean Rampage?
Rumble Johnson. No, it's Rumble. His name is Johnson. Yeah, Rumble.
Okay. It's a new fighter I've never heard of.
No. He fought before, but he
Is
lost.
he black?
Yeah, he big too.
Man,
he
who's this?
He
No,
lost.
no.
He lost to Cormier, and then he quit in
As he should.
2016.
As
he
he
was
should.
mad that he lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because he wasn't used
this
to it.
happens. Okay, so
But,
yeah,
but
so
no, I'm with Kaepernick. He's
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
You can't even say his name
No.
right, but you with him.
I mean, I don't know what. Yeah, and listen. Well, I want to get to that, but I don't.
But
even,
here's
black
the
man got a
thing.
name.
So the
What you
solution. So the solution is. So it's like if we bring awareness to corruption in the city, and I say I'm doing this because I want to bring awareness to the misuse of funds in the city. And all I do is that for 3 years straight. And say, okay, now we brought awareness to it. Now what? Well, I don't know what. But if you don't do something, but if I'm not included in it, it ain't nothing.
He didn't say that. He said.
That's what all
He
his
said-
handlers
no,
are
he
saying.
said,
They're
can
mad
a-
at Jay-Z because
can a-
Kaepernick doesn't have a job.
Can a brother throw the football? That's all he want to do. He's a football player. He's a what do they call him? He's a jock.
Then stay out of an activist role if you are not an activist.
You being paid by the NFL. My son being paid by the NFL.
so
You got a guy?
Ma, am I talking crazy? If I say, okay, so if you try to jump in a fighter's role, right? And then when somebody throws a punch, you say, wait, I'm no fighter. Why you in the ring and why you got them gloves on? I'm no fighter. I ain't no fighter.
Oh, but so it's okay.
Activism is
Okay.
a fight, and when
Yeah.
Kaepernick gets
And
hit, he
so,
like,
did he get-
oh, what?
hey,
Whoa, they throwing punches?
Didn't he get paid? Didn't he get a check?
Yeah, he gets several checks. He get a check from Nike. He get a check from Under Armour. He get a whole lot of checks, and the NFL.
And so what?
And he's still crying.
And so what is he doing wrong?
Crying.
I wish I was getting them many checks.
I know.
Man must be doing something right. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You want him to be the leader.
I don't want him to be no leader.
Okay, well he ain't.
Only thing he can do is lead the team onto the
And
field.
the quarterback, right? And,
Yeah.
and that's all. Believe me,
Yeah.
I'm telling you
He
something.
can do that.
That's all he want to do is be a quarterback before his legs go. He ain't got but about another 2 years. What?
I think he'd be fine because he ain't playing. Ain't like he playing. His legs just fine. You want to talk about somebody's legs messed up? Andrew Luck can tell you about his legs hurt.
Yeah. What is his name? Kaepernick?
Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick.
What's his first name?
Colin.
Funny name.
Yeah.
Funny
Funny guy. Oh, we got to end on that note. I think that's perfect. Mom, thank you. This was amazing.
I don't want her to come anymore because I have never ever done this.
You never been funny before.
No, I mean I'm just laughing and giggling. I mean, like
This
a
is
guy,
better. I
like
think this is better.
Is it?
I think this is better.
I like serious, and she got me giggling up here like I'm a teenager.
Puppy love.
Hey, can she get on camera? People can see why I've been looking over that way. I haven't looked at the one. Usually I'm talking to him. I'm looking at him. I ain't looked at him, but I'm looking at it in the screen though. I wish y'all could see our producer.
You coming on the screen? Okay.
Oh, producer, please.
She said no. What you gonna do? She said no.
I wish y'all could see my producer. Y'all will see why. You know, I'm dark skinned, but I'm blushing. That's what the guy told me the other day. My cousin. He said, you know what he said to me? Fortune. He said, I bought your food when you were at the African Queen. I bought your underwear when you're making underwear. I drank your water. Yeah, and you did all this, and you a dark skinned guy. I didn't know what that meant. Like
I don't know either.
He said, and you dark skinned. Like that was a handicap to me. And,
Well,
and
I wasn't gonna bring this up, but since you said all that, was he drunk?
Your mother says always drunk. But
Well, that sounded like a drunk statement. That sounded like a
I
drunk
took him to
statement.
lunch. I took him to lunch. He wasn't drunk. He was eating, but he did want to go get a beer in the restaurant, and then he went to get it, and then he said it was $10, and he said he came back, so he didn't want. He wanted to leave.
He was drinking, but he wasn't drunk.
No,
he
didn't-
was smart enough to know he didn't have enough money.
He didn't buy him a drink because it was too high. And
That's
I
like he
wasn't-
was smart enough to know he didn't have enough money.
Right, and I wasn't buying him a drink. I buying him a sandwich. But yeah, but I've enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the producer. I enjoyed my son. I enjoyed being Radio on Fire. I mean, come on, how can you have this much fun and learn so much and be motivated to vote and to know that as Americans we've got to vote. We've got to get this man out of office. And I I'm only talking about De Blasio because he can fight. Okay, I just want to fight her. I just want to beat him. You know, that's all. I can't see anybody else.
Yeah.
Shit, wait, as he said, when it gets down to 4, 2 or 3, maybe we can see.
You can't see anybody else.
No, I can't see.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Next week. No telling what time, what day.